Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. It's so nice to see you all. And today's presentation is on how to clean your tech devices, and specifically how to actually physically clean them. So not like deleting files or clearing your camera roll, but actually cleaning your devices. So you may be wondering, what are the reasons that my device is becoming so dirty? So when electronic devices such as smartphones, laptops, watches, earbuds, etc., there are so many different types, are touched with fingers and placed on different surfaces, whether they're in your home, in public, outside, they do collect bacteria. And then devices that specifically sit in one place for long extended periods of time, such as desktops and speakers, can also be collecting dust as they're sitting there. Now we're going to go through a few quick facts relating to this topic. Firstly, we as humans touch our phones more than 2,600 times per day on average. Also, smartphone screens can carry illness, such as bacteria that causes E. coli, as well as viruses such as the flu. Though the risk of getting COVID-19 from surfaces in particular is low, there are researchers that have found the virus can live on surfaces for up to 9 days. So for us, this is more of something that we should be thinking about during this pandemic. So that's a pandemic specific fact for you. And also the average high schooler's smartphone can have as many as 17,000 bacterial gene copies on its surface. So after hearing all these facts, why clean your device? You should be cleaning your device on a regular basis in order to get rid of dust and germs that can degrade your device and also get you sick. Since COVID and new diseases are still very relevant in the world, it's important to disinfect your devices, whether it's your smartphone or all of the other ones you may have. There's also evidence that cleaning your devices can help to increase their lifespan as you're keeping them nice and clean and their features are able to stay in better condition. Now, here are some areas of different devices that can become contaminated. And the areas that are circled are the areas that commonly collect dust and or germs. So just use this slide as a reference point moving forward. Firstly, we're going to go over Apple devices in particular. So firstly, for the iPhone, the charging port can become very dusty. As you can see in this image, there's a lot of dust circled right near the charging port. For AirPods, it's very similar. The area of charging is where germs and bacteria and dust can be collected. For earbuds, it's mainly the area of listening, as they are the part that is inside of your ear. For the Apple Watch, it's also the charging area, as circled in this image. And the same for the MacBook Pro in the top right-hand corner. The charging as well as USB ports can become very dusty. And then finally, this is the charging port for an iPad Air, and it is circled in red. Next, we're going to go over Android devices. This is an image of the Samsung Galaxy S22 and its charging port. Next, the Google Pixel Buds and their charging port right here below. The Samsung Galaxy Buds 2, and in particular, the piece that goes into your ear is circled here. The charging port for the Google Nest can have a lot of bacteria and dust inside of it as well. Then, similar to the MacBook, the Samsung Galaxy Book can have dirt inside of the charging port. And finally, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 can also experience similar issues with being dirty. Now we're going to go over touchscreens in particular. So a little side note, any touchscreen device in general does collect a very significant amount of germs. And this is because of the fact that fingertips and our cell phone screens are more likely to carry 10 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. So because we're touching these screens so often, it can be very, very dirty. So it's important to clean these screens daily, and if not, every other day, just to kind of break this transmission of the bacteria from your fingertips to the screens. Because when these fingertips and the screens are getting together, it's like a bacteria party. So we really have to be careful. So now we're going to actually teach you how to clean your device properly. So the first thing is to power down your device and unplug any attachments that may be inside of the ports, such as chargers, earphones, and this is prior to cleaning. So you don't want to start cleaning until everything is powered down and you just have the device. And furthermore, you're going to have to remove any cases or covers before cleaning it. If you have screen protectors and you want to replace the screen protector, you can take it off and clean your device fully and then put on a new one. But you can also choose to leave the screen protector on, as most of them are single use and you won't be able to stick it on if you take it off. So just be cognizant of what you're planning to do with your screen protector, which is a little material. It's a thin plastic, or it can be glass as well, that you place on your screen in order to protect it. So some of you may have this, others may not, and that's okay. And before cleaning with liquid, you want to wipe with a dry cloth to remove any dust and dirt, so you're not moving around the dirt with the liquid that you're cleaning it with. So really make sure that the surface is clean. And then from there, you can use a microfiber or lint-free cloth or cotton ball slightly dampened in soap and water to clean the screen of your device. If you're looking to do a deeper clean, in a small spray bottle, you can mix a 1-to-1 ratio of distilled water and 70% isopropyl alcohol as a potential cleaning solution. Many experts recommend using Clorox or Lysol wipes as well. If small areas like the space around the camera lens or the attachment ports or even buttons show signs of buildup, you can gently use a dry cotton swab or Q-tip to clean it as well. So you just want to make sure you're not aggressively cleaning anything and just being very gentle with your devices. And if there are any streaks left on your phone, you can use a microfiber cloth to buff and polish it so that you can't see any remnants of the cloth on the screen. Now we're going to go over some things that you want to avoid in this cleaning process. Firstly, you do not want to spray screen cleaners directly onto your device's screen. Secondly, you want to keep liquids and moisture away from any charging USB or O ports, just to make sure that they're not getting stuck in there and just kind of being in their moist liquid forms inside of these ports. Also, never use any products that have bleach in them or bleach itself. Do not use hand sanitizer to clean your device, as it could damage the screen. I personally have done this. Do not do this. It's not good for your device. And don't use tissues or paper towels to dry it. I've also done this, as they could scratch the screen. So really follow these steps to ensure that you have a nice clean device and it's not damaged as well. So now we're going to go over a bit more in depth of how to clean computers and laptops. To start off, if possible, prior to the cleaning, you want to check the care instructions provided by the manufacturer, whether it's Apple, if it's a Windows device, and this is just to ensure you don't void any warranties by cleaning it. You can then use water and mild detergent to clean your mouse as well, just because your hand is always on your mouse, so it does get dirty, just as your smartphone does with your fingertips. You can use white vinegar and water to clean your screen. You can also use rubbing alcohol and a cotton ball to clean areas such as between the keys and rollerball mouse cavities as well. So really getting in those crevices in order to remove any dust or dirt. And for cleaning keyboards, if it's portable, then you can turn it upside down to shake off dirt and any crumbs that may be in it, or anything that's small particles that may have built up on it. And you can use a nylon keyboard cleaning brush to clean between the keys if you have this kind of brush. Or you can also use canned air to blow away hard to reach dust and debris as well. So really trying to get rid of any small particles. Now we're going to go over how to clean device cases, as these are on the outside of our devices and they also do get very dirty. Firstly, you want to fill a bowl with hot water and a few drops of dish soap. From there, you can use a cloth or even a toothbrush to scrub your case with the hot water and soap mixture. Make sure that you scrub the areas that are tougher to reach, such as the camera slot and any other holes on the device, just to make sure you're getting everything nice and clean. You can then rinse and repeat as necessary until your phone case is clean. There's also the alternative of using a disinfectant wipe to do the cleaning if this is something that you have available to you. Then dry off with a clean towel or cloth and leave the case to air dry. You want to ensure that you do not put the case back on your device until it is entirely dry to avoid any damage to your device. Now we're going to speak about how to clean earphones and headphones, as these can also become quite dirty being inside of your ears. Firstly, do not hold your earphones or headphones under a faucet or submerge them with water. This is very important. You do not want to cause any damage to them. Also, never clean them when they are plugged into a device or a charging port. And if you do have silicone earbud tips, then you can pop them off and let them soak for 30 minutes in a solution. And this solution can be made up of 1 part dishwashing liquid and 5 parts lukewarm water. You can also use a Q-tip for deeper cleaning, and it's gentle since it's just a nice and soft Q-tip. And then you can also then rinse well and allow to air dry for several hours once you have completed the earbud tip cleaning. You can clean and disinfect the surface of earphones and headphones by dipping a microfiber cloth in the isopropyl alcohol and then wiping the outer surfaces. Or you can also use a disinfectant wipe, again, if this is available to you. Now, there are a few cleaning products that are available to device users, and some stores or brands sell these products that are specifically designed for electronic devices, which means that they will not be damaging to them, or most likely not. Of course, there's never 100% certainty, but you can buy microfiber cloths from Amazon, Walmart, Apple, Best Buy, and other tech retailers and shops, and they typically cost around $10 to $25. There's also a product called Whoosh, which is a screen cleaner kit, which costs around $30. There's also Tech Armor's screen cleaning spray for $15 and Care Touch lens cleaning wipes for around $26. So here on the screen, there's a screenshot of the Whoosh cleaner kit, and it says that it's for genuine products. Choose Whoosh as the seller. So it's just promoting itself, but you can see it has the sprays and the cloths included as well, but you can always do some more research and see what they offer as well. Now there are some products and they are called UV sanitizers. And there have been studies shown that UV light can kill bacteria and even some viruses that are living on your devices. But UV sanitizers do not disinfect, so you should continue regular hand washing as well as surface sanitization. And there are a few different purchasing options. Firstly, Simple Human Cleanse Station for $200, Phone Soap Pro for $199.95, so basically $200. The Omni Ultraviolet UV Sanitizing Bag, which is a cheaper option, and it costs $90.99. And here's an example of one of these UV light products and an iPhone. And you may be wondering how often you should be cleaning your device. And I did mention before, it is once a day. And this is because we use our phones daily, and let alone at least 5 times every hour per day. So your fingertips are touching your device's screen, which serves as a grease trap for dirt and bacteria. You want to make it a daily habit to wipe your things down. And if you have any potential illnesses, then you can even sanitize your devices more frequently in order to stay safe. In particular, it's a good idea to wipe down your smartphone after you come back from, say, the grocery store, shopping activities, a coffee shop, anything, and also after using it at the gym or during other physical activity, and even when another person has used it, just because they also have bacteria on their fingertips, and you can also end up collecting sweat on the surface of it if you're working out. So just make sure you're really cognizant of where your phone's going and how often you're cleaning it. And something that a lot of people wonder is, what should I do if my device gets wet, or if I drop it in my pool, my sink, even my bathtub? So the first step is to shut off your device, and this is in order to prevent it from short circuiting. Though it is a common belief that submerging your phone in a bowl of rice can prevent water damage, this is actually not the most proven method to be effective. So you can do other things other than just get a huge bag of rice. So you can leave your device in a dry area with some airflow to help remove the moisture that has gone into the device. And you can even place it in front of a blowing fan or blowing cool air to help the drying process. Though you do not want to use a towel or any cloth-like material or tissues to try to dry your device, as this may push the liquid further into your device and make it harder to dry out. So it's kind of countering that drying process. Even though you think you're drying it, it could be making it worse. And continuing on from this idea of drying, you want to leave it a few days in order to complete the drying process. And here are a few more device hygiene tips. You do not want to set your phone or other device down on kitchen or bathroom surfaces or surfaces. Do not take your phone with you into the bathroom or use it while you are eating. You can avoid eating at your computer, as crumbs can get very much stuck between the keys, and even if you don't see them, they do build up and they can become very dirty and hard to remove, and they can even make it harder to type on your keyboard if they get stuck underneath. Try to avoid touching your face after using your phone, tablet, or laptop, and also just make sure that you really wash your hands often or use hand sanitizer when out of the house, as this is a proven method for how to reduce bacteria and stay healthy. Now we're going to just go through a few more resources. If you're looking for additional information and if you want to learn more regarding your device hygiene, we have listed some helpful articles below, including how to clean your Apple devices from Apple Support, CDC cleaning and disinfecting your facility, and how to properly clean and disinfect your Android as well. And we can send these in the chat for you, or you can access them when you receive a copy of the presentation. So finally, I just want to say on behalf of Cyber Seniors, thank you so much for listening. If you would like to learn this lesson with one of our mentors, please go to the website or call the phone number to register for a one-on-one phone session. And we do also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday. And of course, everyone is welcome to join it.